Hey everyone, I just want to do a quick little video about one of the easier ways to maintain your clarinet. So the clarinet has tone holes and where on which your hands go over, your fingers go over, and over time the grime in the atmosphere or in from your hands, they all kind of find their way and accumulate around the key rings and in the tone holes. And what that does is that they can corrode the metal and also from the acidity of your sweat and whatnot. And also, and then wear down the key plating, and stuff can accumulate in the hole so much that it will actually lower the pitch. You'll play flat. So if you ever find that your F, I mean F is a usually on a French system clarinet like this, it's very kind of a little on the flat side. So if that's already flat and let's say these are full of gunk in the tone holes and this as well, then you're going to be even flatter, and you don't want that. Especially if you have to play forte or something, then you'll be really flat. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just take a Q-tip and we're just gonna go around the ring gently, and then in the tone hole, and then get the gunk out. I mean, I do this pretty regularly, so luckily I don't have too much stuff in there, but looks like I do have some stuff. So you do that for every open hole. The closed holes, or the holes that have tone holes that have pads over them, they don't get as bad. But and we'll talk about that in the near future. But for now, I mean, just doing this really goes a long way. And just take a big makeup brush. I think I got this for like $10 from a store, and just you know do that so that the bristles get under the keys that it's hard to get into without taking the keys off. And I find this is very effective. And this might not seem necessary to some people, but what happens is that if you have the tone hole and then the pad comes down, and if there is a little tiny speck of dust or like gunk or whatever that just found its way there, and then the pad comes down, and it's gonna cause a leak. And there are places in the clarinet where that's gonna be more severe, or severely contributing to squeaks or uncomfortable resistance than other places. For instance, you don't want that kind of stuff on these keys, because they're already kind of stuffy when you play, and they always go out of adjustments, and you don't want those in these keys. I mean, you don't want them in any under any keys, but so yeah. So Q-tip, just clean the tone holes, makeup brush, get the dust off, and that'll go a long way. Okay. And finally, one of the best ways to keep your clarinet in good shape, the easiest ways and cheapest ways, is to get some key oil and drop a little droplet on where the rod screw and the post meets, or you can do here too. But basically, over time, when you play the keys, it's gonna find its way down to the rod screw the whole way. And what that does is that basically, metal on metal, it's gonna wear out, and over time, that's gonna create play and noise. It's gonna be really clanky. So what that does is that the oil gets in between the metal. It's basically like it gets into the spots where it's worn out, and it will stay not as clanky and like loud, and it'll be good for the metal for the long run. And I recommend heavier key oil, like this is heavyweight key oil, and that's because the lighter oils, they kind of get everywhere, and they actually make the keys too light, and that could be a problem too. So I find heavy, for most clarinets, heavyweight key oil is the best. And of course, the best way to get to oil the keys is to take the rod screw out with the screwdriver, clean the old oil off, and then putting more oil on. But if you are not comfortable doing that, just, drop a little like on the here, and this can be done pretty fast. And I would do that. I mean, it depends on how you play, how often you play in the season. But every few months will be fine, right? If you have any questions about clarinet maintenance, please leave a comment or send me a direct message. Thank you.